Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to unbox and review the Perun V3 hybrid MOSFET system. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting, subscribing, because those interactions help me get seen by the YouTube algorithms. That helps the channel grow. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, the Linktree link down below will take you to all of my socials, including my Discord. Please do stop by and say hello. And if you want to support the channel at the highest level, the join button down below doesn't seem to appear on Apple devices. Will take you to YouTube channel memberships, 99 pence a month or equivalent, custom videos, custom giveaways, your own sort of say in a bit of a say in how the channel's run and things like that. Totally optional, really appreciate it. So back at this then, I thought I'd done a video on this and I was pretty disgusted to find I've either lost the footage or I've just not done it. So Perun sent me a number of things before, including a V3 hybrid, and I am super excited to unbox and install this and show you. It's going to be two separate videos. So this part's going to be the unboxing video. The other video, which will be linked down below, will be an installation video where I will be installing it in this aegs. Now, a double bell one. Now, what I won't be doing is showing you the disassembly of this, because that's a video on its own. It will just purely be the installation of this into the gearbox that we're going to discuss. So, get that out of the way a second. The Perun's then, nice little compact box, nice and simple, made in Poland. You know, I am not going to hide that I am a big fan of Perun products. I think they're fantastic for the money. I think the feature set is exactly what people want and need, with no silly bells and whistles that you're possibly not going to be able to make use of or anything like that. And I just love the reliability and the stability of these as a platform of all sorts of different types. So in terms of then I will keep calling it a MOSFET. Now, we oversimplify this, and so many of us just refer to it as a MOSFET. Now, this is not strictly true. This is technically like an ETU, some people call it, or effectively this is a small computer for your aeg. And what it does is the MOSFET system, again, oversimplification, effectively, when you pull the trigger, it allows a direct battery current to the motor, ignoring going via the trigger switch typically, which protects the trigger switches from arcing. So if you're running 11.1, it's a good idea to fit a MOSFET because it stops the trigger arcing and burning and things like that. And you typically could see an uplifting rate of fire and an improvement in trigger response. Now, ETUs, more advanced ones like this that use like some optical sensors and things like this, these are much more sophisticated. So you get the programmability of being able to change firing modes, number of shots. You get the ability to change active brake levels up and down, which is how hard it works the motor to stop the gearbox spinning, and cycle completion and all sorts of things like that. So these are pretty spectacular pieces of kit and made by very clever people. So I will keep saying MOSFET. It is a very drastic oversimplification because this is so much more than that. And generally MOSFETs, you know, from other brands are the same, particularly if they are programmable. They are so much more than just a MOSFET. So within there then, we've got our sheet of stickers, which has got a link to the manual. We need these little stickers for later. Now, what I particularly like here is we've got a diagnostic system sticker to show you the lights that can light up if you're having issues. And then we've got a programming style sticker. Now, for this kind of situation, in theory, I could stick one of those stickers on the inside of this dust cover, and meaning then if I need to and want to program on the fly, I can do, and I can access that without even needing to worry about it. So we've got things like in here, we've got firing mode that we can change in terms of number of shots and switching it to auto. Your active brake, pre-cocking level, which is how far it pre-winds the gearbox on single shot to get a quicker response for firing a shot. Binary triggers, so shooting as you pull and as you let go, so doubling your rate of fire. Some sites don't like that. Two-stage trigger, which is where you pull it so far and you get a single shot and you keep holding it and then it'll switch to auto and things like that. You then got trigger sensitivity, rate of fire reduction, DMR mode where you can put a delay between shots enforced so you can't just spam, a LiPo alarm, DSG mode if you fit a DSG, and then you've got a master reset to put everything back to default. So nice little stickers in there. We've got the actual anti-static bag there with the actual chip in it itself, and the wiring, just about all of the wiring is in there. So I'll just keep that to one side. We've got a little tray to pull out, and then we've got a little bag of goodies in there as well. So we've got what I love is the ace of clubs, spades, spades. Oh my God, that's so terrible. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm just going to hang my head in shame. So I've got the ace of spades programming card that tells you the same information, but it shows you the number of options on each level. And that is plastic, quite cool to stick in a pocket and things like that. Particularly expect to be changing modes mid-game. We've got some heat shrink. We've got our actual battery connector and red wire. Now the reason it's given to you like this is because you can customize the length to match your particular install, which I'll discuss in the other video. Some black heat shrink. We've got a magnetic based trigger element, which we need inside the gearbox, which again in that video. We've got a couple of spade connectors to crimp on to connect onto the motor. And then last but not least, we've got these selector plate inserts which go into part of the selector plate and need to be modified down to fit. Right, nice, easy little things to do. Just take some little time. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to switch and go and do the installation and film the installation, and then I'll come back and we'll discuss the sort of impact of it and the feature set and things like that, and give you a bit of a review. So the link is down below for that installation video. I'll see you in a second. Just over 12 rounds a second. Gained about a round and a half a second. Feels a lot more instantaneous. Wow. Just over 20 rounds a second. Whoa. So we gained like 2.5 rounds a second there. Wow. It's really nice and snappy. So on post installation and rate of fire check afterwards, we have gained a little bit of rate of fire. Excuse me. So rounds per second. Now that's a happy outcome, and that can be improved further with a motor if I wanted to do so. But the fact that it is significantly more responsive now, I've replaced those old wired connectors, those old electrical circuit connectors, which were already starting to show trigger arcing and a little bit of burning because I've run it for a full game day. You know, after one game day, it's starting to show that. I now know that those are protected in there because there is no electrical arcing. That voltage goes directly through the board, well, directly out to the motor, and the motor is activated by the board and everything. You know, then on top of that, I've got all of those features to be able to customize how it operates. If I want the binary trigger, you know, if I want the changing burst numbers, all those kind of good things that are in there are just offering me so much more than just stock wiring, and even just that alone for the ability to have that tinkering is lovely for me. Adding the protection that it's getting, which is, you know, you're adding into that package, which is ultimately what this is all about. Just a fantastic little package, great little setup, nice and easy to configure. The only real fiddly part is getting that selector insert, and that it's not difficult, it's just a time thing. Just make sure you take your time with it and you'll be absolutely fine. This now has benefited massively as a result of that. You know, the wiring is lovely and neat and tidy, and I've kept that short and easy to get back into there. Just drop that back into place. Made a mistake there, taking that off, and I missed it. There we go. Missed again. Oh, Pheas. There we go. Well worth considering as an upgrade option going forward. Many thanks to Perun for sending me this out. Many thanks to Perun for sending me the clicker as well that went in this after the install. That's a whole separate set of videos. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.